Good morning, Thomas Potts. How are you this morning? Sorry, I forgot to hit go live. And since I see the lines are open, I will throw out the link. I didn't see that Cinnamon was streaming last night. Yeah, somehow Thomas managed to master first. I don't know how. He was in the chat before I was. You're tired. Well, uh, there is something called sleep that you could try sometime. Ah, it was during DJ stream. Yeah, I didn't see that. I was on DJ stream mostly, and then switched over to AT, and then I went on to bed. Well, you're right. You're right, Kronos. Night owls don't sleep at night usually, at least. I used to be a night owl. Kind of miss those days. Kind of. And hello, that Ryan Johnson. How are you? Now, I would ask you to come on up, Kronos, but I know you're going to say no. So, I know better than that. I usually work at night. That would explain why. Hello, Zachary Gibbons. Yeah, I went back to DJ Stream for a little bit, but uh, that was only to, well, mm, I ended up singing a little bit, but that's another story. Ah, so you're going to make it formal and say no. Well, anyone else is welcome to come up. I mean, Kronos is welcome anytime, but again, I know he's going to say no. Well, considering the fact that I couldn't get the tab to work properly and play the music, I was listening to it and singing along with it, but it was a cappella. Ah, okay, that's quite all right, Zachary Gibbons. You do not have to come up anytime. That invitation is always open if you would choose to come up sometime. And greetings, Shremore. How are you? How are you today? I understood I missed seeing some of your house. Ah, making lunch with your wife. Well, what are you and Mrs. Schrodenmore having for lunch? You having a late lunch? Sean Moore, it's about what? Getting close to 4 p.m. And yes, hello, Rosewood Germ. What's going on? Good morning. How are you all this morning? And we got somebody backstage. Good morning, G.
Test. Good
I'm
morning, Captain Trek.
I'm surprised you're awake.
Yeah, actually, I was awake at 8, made sure everybody was okay, and then I went back to bed for a little bit. But yeah, everybody's good, so I had to, I had to get a couple more hours. Boy, feeling better though.
I'm surprised you're feeling anything now.
I'm just having a little late breakfast right now. What
Uh,
what are you up to?
oh, not too much. Just decided to stream. Actually, it was
Awesome.
actually it was Kronos who talked me into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
You,
talking to him on uh Discord.
oh well, shouldn't have to talk you into it. You know you got people that'll come and watch.
Oh yeah, he
It
didn't have
was
to talk. He didn't have to talk hard.
poor Alexander, the one that's streaming. Nobody, everybody was in other rooms yesterday. I caught his stream real quick this morning. How he was saying he's streaming for nothing, but I'm like, dude, you're not streaming for nothing, man. Because even if I do miss you, I come and watch your stream, right after, even if it's not live.
Yeah,
I don't have anybody else who does comics like him or comics I care about, so
yeah,
I enjoy his channel.
yeah.
No, but he was fun about it though. It wasn't bad. I watched it. He streamed 30 minutes, and he made he made some jokes. He made some funny jokes. He actually stepped away, and he's like, "Everybody, don't go anywhere." Oh, I was laughing. Well, yeah, we had fun over at whatchamacallit last night, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
Oh, I remember all of it, my friend.
See, I don't know how. I remember some of it. I'll be honest. I was a little tipsy last night.
I agreed. We were having fun.
I didn't mind though.
Oh, oh. And that's a record because usually I don't drink twice in the same month, so that was special. Usually I wait like at least 3 to 4 or 5 months before I drink again. Not much of a drinker.
I understand. I have a little now and then, but nothing major.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
that was rare for me.
and Abergem, I was. Thank you. I will. Hello, Abergem. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you, sir. I thought I'd give this one more try. How am I coming through?
Perfectly.
Very good. Nice.
Good. I ditched the shitty headset and I'm just using the normal phone mic.
Perfect.
just a shitty headset, and I'm just using them. So how are we all doing today?
Sober.
And away.
That's a shame.
Sober. Yeah. Lots of fun. Yeah, Mr. Gibbons, you might have been able to do that. I was getting pretty close. To hit me over the head with a 2x4 and not feeling it. Almost.
Bubblegum Joe's in the chat.
Hello, Bird Prey 5. How are you?
Oh, here we go. I'm getting it by everybody right now. Yes, Bird of Prey, I am awake and functioning. I am a champ. Okay, I stand up. I fight the good fight another day. Like I said, I had to wake up at 8 a.m. just to make sure everybody was taken care of, up and running. And yeah, so I just laid back down for a couple hours, and that helped out a lot. Yes, I survived, Gibbons. Yes, I survived. Oh, yeah, the karaoke last night was starting to get interesting, man. I really wanted to sing something, but I was just, it wasn't going to happen.
I don't know what happened with mine. It should have started playing, but it never did, so it's like, screw it.
Thomas Potts, thanks for the encouragement, mate. I know what you're saying. I gave Anti-Trekker 2 songs over 2 months ago that he said he was going to put into a video, and he still hasn't done them.
Of course not.
I wouldn't mind, but he demanded them. He was like, do me a song, do it like this. Put these in the lyrics. So like, okay, all done. I did it in 24 hours, and then 2 months later, not a peep. Nothing.
Of course.
Anyway, they're both in the Discord. They're on Unity, and I also posted them in the general chat section of Anti-Trekker's Discord as well. So if anybody wants to hear them, that's where you find them.
And all of Aberjam's songs are in Unity, so you can hear all of his songs there.
Yeah. The full album. Bird, I'm sorry to hear about your copyright notice every single time you play it. That really sucks, man. I thought once you won it once, that's it. You're good to go.
Oh, it recopyrights even after you win it?
Yeah, like apparently every time you put it in a live stream or a video, even after you've won the copyright, they copyright it again, and you have to go through the whole thing again every time. Is that the same? Is that the same with the Krogan national anthem as well, Bird? Or are you okay with that one?
That is just absolutely insane. How you have to fight it every time.
It's ridiculous. You'd think they would, they'd tie it to a username that once the copyright had been cleared, that user, every time they use it, doesn't matter what video, it's clear.
Because, well, I know why, but it's not like they're going to do anything about it, nor are people just going to stop YouTube and force them to do it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just a huge oversight, isn't it? They're doing it video by video instead of doing it user by user. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could easily have the song entered and go, poop, it's already been cleared.
Yeah, they could just attach it to your user account, to your YouTube account, and just have it on a list of cleared things under your YouTube user account. But they don't do that. They just check every video as it comes up, regardless of who posts it.
Because they're trying to play it safe.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bull. They shouldn't even be doing that in the first place anyway. If you want a copyright, you should force the people to find it and make a notice if you're really that bad with the copyright. This opt-in copyright is absolute bullshit.
That's the way everybody does things, isn't it? It's the auto opt-in. Every time you sign up for something, you're automatically opted in. You got to click the thing to opt out when you sign up, which is completely ass about tit.
It's apps, and I would never do that with Pixels at all.
I know.
That is just so horrible, and it's anti-productive and BS. But when you get too big to fail, actually, too big to fail just means too big. But when you get too big, then you can start doing stuff like that.
I'd like to see a few of these fat cats get torn down a peg or two, which I think we're going to see after all this.
It's called Stop Watching YouTube.
I know. After all of this social isolation nonsense, I think we're going to see quite a few companies stripped down to the bone again. And they're going to have to start serving the customer again instead of telling the customer what they want.
Yeah.
Which is good for us.
Too bad a lot of small companies are going to go out for it.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
But I wish the world would stop watching YouTube for 1 month just to give them a swift kick in the ass and see what they say to that shit.
But then we'd have no captain and no bird and no auntie.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think the people who didn't want to, who said, what? Don't ride the bus? Are you kidding me? I got to get to work. What do you think they said? But no, they came together, didn't ride the bus, and got shit changed.
That's true. But can we go a whole month without our favorite YouTubers, though?
Of course we can.
I mean, that's a big ask.
I know it's going to be rough. It's going to be a long desert across the Vulcan plains. There's going to be some electrical sandstorms, I'm sure. But
I tell you, if I go more than 48 hours without taking the piss out of bird, I start getting the shakes, man. It's bad for my mental health.
But there's a couple things. There are people like Bird. Bird wouldn't go down because Bird knows how to put his videos on his own website.
Yeah.
So all his followers, people like Bird, are not going to have a problem.
No.
Bird won't go down. Confirmed.
Except if he's flying or driving or just anything in a crash, And hello, Lori Roberts.
I heard Bird will go down on anything that's inflatable.
Oh God. It's too early for this.
preferably the Gmail ilk.
Oh Lord. Okay, Bird, let me put it back up since I don't want anyone to have to scroll up.
Oh, is he insisting to come on and defend his honor?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Lori.
And how is Mamo Frey this morning, Bird?
Oh, if anyone hears a slight buzz, I apologize. I'm having to plug in my phone.
No problem.
That's not.
AT also has his own site, so that we know we'll be able to watch him as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, like I said, it can be done. It can be done. It's just you can do anything. You just got to do it right. You got to make sure YouTube knows about it.
And we have Berto Prey 5.
Hello, world. It's Berto Prey 5. Kapla.
Kapla.
Mamo Prey is doing good. She's outside with Sassy right now. She should be in a minute. Here she comes.
Greetings, Bubblegum Joe. What's up the nose today?
Hello, Aberjam. Nothing in the nose today that I'm aware of.
I am disappointed.
Just getting my stuff ready for Cinema Saturday later.
What's on the menu?
Spaceballs today.
Yes, really. I thought.
Oh, yes.
I heard you were
one for today. Next week, Judge Dredd 1 finally.
Nice.
And like the 6th or 7th week, Thomas Spots will be happy. It's finally off the voting list, and I put the votes up for May 9th.
Very good.
We got a couple of new movies in the list because both My Cousin Vinny and some other movie were tied at last place, so I dropped them both.
Cousin Vinny.
My Uncle Paulie.
We'll put My Cousin Vinny back up next time, Mamo Frey. So I think we've got Indiana Jones, we've got Idiocracy, E.T., I put E.T. in. I forget what the other ones are already. It's bad.
I don't know. There was some talk that you were gonna skip over Spaceballs.
I don't.
I'm surprised.
I wasn't. I mean, the votes are what they are. I wasn't gonna skip over. If I didn't want to, if the movie was totally unwatchable to me, I wouldn't have put it in the vote.
True.
That makes sense. I don't
Like
remember where I
SpongeBob,
remember.
I'm not putting into the vote because I have no intention of watching the SpongeBob movie. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Put that on the list right after the Barbie movie.
Right. The Barbie movie is also something. I'm not going to tell somebody I'll watch it if I'm not going to do it. And I'm waiting for Wesley to get back to me because I found the first episode of Trigun, but it's only 25 minutes long. He said it was 45 minutes, so I don't know if I'm on the right series or not.
Trigun? That was a good series. That was good.
It's on Hulu, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, Trigun's good. That's worth a watch.
Chrono says, Bird of Prey, say hi to Mama Prey for me.
Which is it?
Hello. She says hello to everybody.
Hello, Mama Prey.
Not Ryan Johnson. It wasn't even close. Judge Dredd had a pretty big lead.
And if you don't mind, go ahead and drop that link in, Bird, so that anybody here or who sees this can go ahead and vote as well.
Yes, the vote. The vote.
Boy.
There
I vote
I'll let you vote. Now, that's next week is already set for Judge Dredd, but for the following week,
right,
it's open. And let me see. It's Indiana Jones, Idiocracy, E.T., The Princess Bride, and Project X, 1987. Not that 2012 dance party bullshit movie, but the 1987 with the monkeys.
I don't even remember that one.
Trained by the Air Force to fly after a nuclear bomb. It's got what's his face? Ferris Bueller. What's his name? The actor's name?
Oh,
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, it's got Matthew Broderick in it.
Matthew Broderick.
It's a good movie.
Well, I'm offended. The one I voted for has such low votes already.
And there's already votes, but it's not low votes. There's only been a couple people who voted. So if two people voted, 50% for one, 50% for the other, and 0 for the rest.
So basically, 2 people have voted for Indiana Jones. 2 people have voted for Idiocracy, whatever. 2 people have voted for Princess Bride, and 1 person voted for E.T.
And every movie this week for this vote is either sci-fi or fantasy. So that's
there. I just broke the tie.
Though Idiocracy is the only one that's probably Ciso Prey approved. She would probably come and do for Idiocracy.
Give me some Indiana Jones.
But the rest, not so much.
Not even E.T.?
I would ask her, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't think she hates E.T., but I don't think she cares about E.T.
Well, it's not like it's Star Trek or Star Wars.
No, it's not like a Star Trek. And, I mean, neither is Project X. But you know what? She might even do Princess Bride. Although she's probably seen it so much, she probably doesn't care.
See, I hope Princess Bride wins the next time. I want E.T. to win this time.
Princess Bride was good.
Ryan Johnson has never seen E.T. completely.
Never?
That's what he says.
Wow.
Kronos is what's wrong with your sister. Oh, Kronos. She has her own likes and dislikes.
She is a typical New Yorker. Oh, that's right. You're from New York.
We're all from New York. Mama Prey, Sassy. Actually, Sassy's from Texas. Never mind. Excuse me.
Just as strong-minded, though.
Is that in the
Lone Star Beagle.
So, what time is the movie tonight or
Well,
later?
3 p.m. Eastern is what I'm aiming for.
Oh, thank God!
Thank you.
That way,
I
I'll
see
be able.
Loki is doing Superman at 5:30 p.m.
Correct.
We should be done before that.
Good, because I'm on the panel for that.
Gotcha.
I actually found a copy of Superman available online legally that I downloaded.
That's the funny part. You think it might be legal.
Oh, I know it's legal. I know it's legal. There's only one reason I know it's legal.
What's that?
Because it's on archive.org.
Yeah, okay. Like I said,
Everything like that.
Hey, I honestly believed it's legal when I downloaded it. So hey,
it's funny how Google can, Google isn't breaking copyright, but then as soon as you get to a website like archive.org, then it's all copyright bullshit.
oh yeah, of course. What do you mean you're not suffering through ET, right? Not Ryan Johnson. It's not like it's what was it? Oh, I'm trying to think what a couple of the last movies were. There were some pretty bad movies that I didn't care for, but hey, one for the chat, didn't come for the movie. That's the fun part, anyhow. Even if there's movies you don't care for, you come for the chat. You can ignore the movie. I mean, you have to suffer through Bird talking about it, but that's.
Oh yeah, the suffering, right? Not Ryan Johnson's not suffering through ET. Not Ryan Johnson. If I show it, it's going to be with the guns, not with those CB walkie-talkies. They changed them out to be.
Well, thank God.
The original version.
Yes, that's a must. The original version.
I might fall asleep, Thomas. It's always a possibility.
Actually, I think I might fall asleep again. Actually, this time.
I'd say that's probably a bigger possibility.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you listen to what you said about
I couldn't.
Mine about the nobody's watching Picard anime?
What? Picard, but no one's watching Picard anime?
Yeah, you were getting mad. You're like, you see, that's the problem, is that nobody watches Star Trek Picard and then goes to look for Picard anime. And I was just hysterical laughing while I was listening to that this morning.
I got.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time code by chance?
It was in the 2-hour mark somewhere, and Anti-Tracker also played that clip on his stream.
He played my clip. I'm on
Anti-Tracker.
Anti-Tracker.
The clip of you saying it on DJ stream on his stream.
Oh my god!
I put it in the chat. I put it on as a comment.
Is that my initiation right there?
Anti-Trigger throughout his stream last night kept saying, "Oh my god, that you definitely had a lot of drink."
Well, I left the stream, DJ stream, in order to go to Anti-Trigger, and so I went back there to tell Life with Matthew, get on AT stream, because I knew he was on there, but he had the tab site muted. So it's like, get on, play a game.
If it helps you narrow it down, LDG, you were talking with, was it Piper? Her name, the girl with the with the purple wolf suit or whatever. Yeah, you were talking with her when this exchange happened.
Picard anime. I'm like, man, I remember last night, but what
was he talking or flirting?
That exactly.
Well, exactly. I wouldn't say it was flirting.
It might have been
I
an
would
attempt.
call it flirting. You're like, thank you. This is why you see nobody's going to watch Picard anime after watching Picard. That's what's wrong with America. Something like that. That's about how you said it.
I gotta look this up. This is real.
That's why.
Aberjam, what's going on?
I think I still have my two.
I don't know what's going on. You're roboting, but yes, Zachary Gibbons. I think if Bird falls asleep, I think Mama probably should turn on the camera. She'll be right there. She can always just, tell her what to switch, and she can turn it on so we can watch Bird sleep.
reset your Wi-Fi or power cycle your cable modem and your router.
Yeah, he's on a phone.
Mama Pray's not going to turn on the camera while I'm asleep.
Why not?
Captain Track thinks that if I fall asleep during a stream, you should turn on the camera. Because if you're watching the stream for a movie, you're not going to want to watch me sleeping.
Well, somebody out there has your number. They could call.
Guys, I have no idea how to turn on your camera.
Yeah, Mama Pray doesn't know how to use the system.
And she doesn't want to know because then she...
The only thing I could do is if you were on camera and fell asleep,
She could
I
close the lens
the
cover
lens on the camera.
or point the camera at Sassy.
Yeah, that I could do. But that's bad.
Sassy says if they put me on camera while I'm asleep, then why don't they put Bird on while he's asleep? It's a good point, Sassy.
Well,
you
not to be offensive, Bird, but Sassy's more cute.
I agree. I'm not offended. Not going to get an argument from me.
I don't even think Mama Prairie would argue with that one.
Oh, of course not.
No.
So how
Kronos reminds us Mama Pray has her own channel. So yeah.
Yes.
I can't start it without you telling me what to do. I don't know how.
You go to StreamYard.com and you just
See, I didn't know that.
follow the instructions.
Okay, but I did not know where to go first. I thought I would.
I'll say this: I got a freaking interesting chunk voice.
Why don't you write all this down or type it out and make a printout for her, Bird? That would be easy.
I mean, I could, but realistically, if she's gonna go on, I'm gonna be here to tell her. If I forgot I wasn't here, she's not gonna be going on.
Exactly.
No. I would just trying to make it easy for you, in case you were busy at the time, then, she can have it up there. That way, if you were in one of your meetings or doing something else, like making a video, she wouldn't have to ask. She could just do this. And then if she had a question, she could come over and say, hey, how do I do this?
I can't make a video when Mama Prays on because you would hear her. We're only like 10, 12 feet away from each other. That's the thing. If one of us is on,
you can edit. I'm talking.
I can't edit out a second voice.
No, I'm not talking about that. Actually, that brings up something I was a video I was watching. But before I ask about that, did you listen to Doomcock?
I've listened to maybe an hour so far, an hour and a half.
Okay, because later on I asked Doomcock to say something to you. I fell asleep right after that, so I don't know.
Okay. I'll keep listening. It usually takes me a day or two to get through Doomcock's stream.
Well, this one's a 7-hour-long stream, so
I was going to say, especially since I had a late start, since I had DJ and Anti-Tracker to get through this morning. Even on quick speed, that took a while.
There's something called, and I was watching. You ever watched Barnacle Nerdgasm?
No, not that I remember.
There's something called NVIDIA RTX.
I have it. Yeah, somebody told me about it yesterday. I already downloaded it. It does basically the same thing that my Reaper software does, removing background noise. But the whole thing is that it's meant to pick up human voice.
Right.
So I don't see why, who's to say Mamo Pray was background voice or front voice? So I wouldn't want it to knock her out, because then you wouldn't hear her when she replies to you. No, the thing is, we just simply can't do 2 live streams or a recording and a live stream in the same, in the same room. That's just never going to work.
I was thinking though, like when you were editing video, like you've already recorded something, or you're editing out video to use, where you would just have your headset on. You wouldn't be recording anything.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could put my headset on and do editing while she does a stream. That's true. I just couldn't record while she's streaming. No, that's true. I could do editing. That would be fine.
And I figured that way, if she had a printout, she wouldn't have to necessarily disturb you, even though she would come over and ask you anyhow.
I understand, but the printout would just be step 1, StreamYard.com. Step 2, click Mamo Pray. Step 3, start.
Yeah.
I mean,
for a live stream.
It doesn't.
All right. I would do a live stream, but
All right, I'm back. Wow. Okay, I'll admit I don't remember some of this stuff.
Yeah, if you do it on StreamYard, you could bring people in.
Okay, I would do that, and hopefully the people that would come in would have some questions for me to answer, because I'm kind of running out of stories to tell. But I will answer questions as long as, they're appropriate.
And what is Sassy here?
Right now, Sassy is sitting up on the bed.
He can see her.
Oh,
so cute.
I have the camera pointed at her.
Oh, now I see. Yes. She heard the microwave or the toaster oven go off, and she's sitting at attention.
Like, where's mine?
Chrono says Sassy wants to fly.
I don't know what Sassy wants to say.
Hell, Sassy.
Now she's headed into the kitchen.
Hello, Mr. Lundell.
Thomas says, Sassy, get Bird of Prey.
Yeah, she'd lick him to death.
Chronos says the General Chang with a mask is just annoying. I'm sorry it's annoying you, Chronos. Let's see.
Everything annoys him right now. But hey, that's Kronos.
Boy, is this less annoying, Chronos?
Oh, God.
No, I don't have a mask because down here we fight off the virus with our fists and our knives, and koalas and roos, they don't carry the virus, and they're my closest neighbors. I'm not worried. Screw the virus. The only thing you have to worry about are the dingoes. The dingoes, they come in and they eat the babies, and then they drop the virus in their feces. It's very disgusting. I send all that to Kurdistan. They pay good money for dingo feces in Kurdistan.
Well, I'll let Bird read what not Ryan Johnson said.
Oh, not Ryan Johnson says no accents, birds, my ears. This is my natural voice. There's no accent. I mean, when you speak, you have an accent. So who's to say whose accent is right or wrong?
Well, heck, if anybody donated money to me, I wouldn't care what currency it was. I'd let Bird do any accent he wanted. But hey,
Chrono says, well, at least you aren't boinking the baby seals. Well, no, that'd be my Canadian cousin that he boinks, well, pounds the seals, the baby seals. I don't want boinking. It's, some Americans think boinking means doing the horizontal tango nasty. No. Boinking in Canada means, hitting with a club. You boink, boink, boink. The seals, they knock out, and then you get to take them. It's not good. Dingo feces is a much loved ethnic Kurdistani meal indeed. And 25% of their economy is based on dingo feces.
Thomas Potts, I would love to see a video of that, please.
Oh, Mr. Lundell, there's this great thing out there called Outside. We call it the Outback. Yes, it's great. You just walk around and you ask for some bloomin' onion or for some Outback special. It's delicious. Best steak in Australia is from Outback.
And Zachary Gibbons asks, are there any good meal deals at Outback?
Are there any good meals at Outback? Yeah, yes. Also, meal deals at Outback. Every day you can get the Outback special. And on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you can get the Maine lobster tail added to any meal. It is flown all the way from Maine, America, to here in Australia. And you can put it next to your steak. And there's shrimp on the Barbie, but it's called coconut shrimp for some reason. But it's shrimp on the Barbie with coconut. Not that coconut is native to Australia, so I don't know where they get the coconuts. Now, if it was kiwi shrimp, I'd understand.
And hello, Jeff Franklin. How are you?
Hi, Jeff Franklin's in the house.
And just to make things easier, I will again put the link so that nobody has to scroll up. I don't like to be rude and say, hey,
in Australia, we have to scroll down for the link, yeah? Because we're on the other side of the planet,
Well, now you're sounding Highlandish there. I think you just jumped about a couple continents.
Oh, I jump the continents when I play the Risk. Everybody always wants to start with Australia because we're the best.
Okay, so I officially found it. I found it on Anti-Trucker stream yesterday. And that is so funny how I had people in chat talking about me and then within seconds he had the stream up. And I found out why I was saying Picard anime. Because we were talking about how, movies and everything, they should be books and graphic novels before they become movies. And that was the point I was trying to make. And I was just so drunk. I just said anime when I really meant like any graphic novel or book or anything. But yeah, that was quite funny. Wow.
I'm sorry to hear your blah, Jeff Franklin.
Improvement.
I think a few of us are blah right now.
Yeah. Sounds as Australian as Connor
McLeod.
McLeod sounds Scottish. Huh? That's quite a way to phrase a compliment.
Of course, that's Shardmore for you.
Yes, Mr. Lundell. I enjoyed a sip or two, and you had lots of fun. But you know what? I must have been somewhat entertaining a little bit because I did get a subscriber from that. I got one subscriber from that.
Have you taken something, Jeff Franklin, or have you? What's causing your headache? I had a headache earlier, but that was from not having caffeine. Sorry, I need it.
And not so much for me.
Well, hey,
I
you
just
don't drink 2 pots of coffee a day.
Yes, I do. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, at least minimum 2, but no, I'm mainly talking about a hangover headache.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I was mainly talking about that, but I didn't really have a headache, just really drowsy and tired, and you know, didn't want to open up the TV station in my head.
Yeah, allergies can be a pain in the butt.
That too, especially being in Florida. But you know what? I had my fun. I had to go through hell in a handbasket. It's not easy being me, so I got to have my night of fun. And even though it might have been a couple this month, it's gonna be a while till I do that again. I'll tell you that much. But it was fun.
Oh, Bird, did you make it to the part where I asked about where Doomcock was going through his list, and he was at about number 5 on his movie list, and was commenting back to what I wrote about singing? I actually wrote that to Bionic Belly Button, and I asked her if he would be singing.
I think I heard that part.
Yeah. I was actually writing her, but I wanted him to see it as well. By the way, I like Bionic Belly Button. She is very, very sweet. One of these days, I'm going to get her on this stream. That is my goal. Everybody has a goal. Mine is Bionic Belly Button on a live stream.
I don't think I met this person yet.
She is a mod for Doomcock, and she also goes on other live streams that I don't like. So anyhow, I talk to her regularly, and like I said, she's very nice. Yeah, everybody has their goals. Most people have some big time celebrity they want to have on. Nah, I couldn't care less. For me, everybody's equal in my book. If they're celebrity, fine. If not, fine. But Bionic Belly Button, yeah. For me, that's the ultimate goal, to have her get on and talk. Now, she won't get on camera. I can guarantee that.
Why is that?
She likes to maintain her privacy, which I can understand. Well, I do, but I mean, you can look back at my old videos. I don't care if anybody sees what I look like. I'm kind of ugly, but I prefer using the avatar. That's just me. And hello, number 1 sci-fi. Thomas, I do wonder how DJ's hangover is going. And Mr. Lundell is backstage, and so is number 1 sci-fi. Hello. How are you this morning?
Hello.
I'm doing okay.
Good to hear. And any special movies coming on today, Mr. Lundell?
You just have to tune in and see, starting at 12 noon my time. That's Central Time.
Yes. 12 Central. I'm in Central, so yeah.
Of course,
That would be one Easter.
Of course, for me, all of them are. Yeah, all of them are special. They're fun.
Of course.
They're my dirty little secret.
Well, each one has its
So
each one has its own special place.
intrinsic value.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, it's a triple header today, so you got one at 12, one at 2:30, one at 4:30. I'm sure you'll like one of the three. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll have to do the rewatch of the last two, but I should be able to watch the first one.
I think I missed one yesterday too. Well, actually, the second one, I believe.
Oh, you missed the best one of the day.
Yeah, I will. I will
Need to
come
go
back
back
to it.
and watch it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's
But,
one thing
this-
I love being able to do is go back and rewatch. I
Right?
do miss that on the chat, but most of the time I don't actually chat. I just watch and look at the chat.
Yeah.
Where did number one sci-fi go? I was just about ready to ask him something, and
I have a connection issue.
that's quite possible.
But we got Spaceballs today, so that's really a height of my day right now. Love me some Spaceballs. Though it took me up.
Yeah, Anti-Trekker hates that movie.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Okay, so it was AT saying that about Spaceballs. That's right.
Yeah, I think he's got the wrong idea of the message
Yes.
that Mel Brooks was given. It wasn't about him hating Star Wars as much as him commenting on the commercialization behind it.
Right.
Yes.
As you remember, everything in that was Spaceballs, the handbag,
Spaceballs and merchandise.
That's
Spaceballs the toys.
Yeah,
Spaceballs 2.
that's what he was on about in the movie. And it just wasn't when you saw yogurt. It was all through the movie.
Mhm.
The action figure, the handbag, the bathroom slippers, that's what he was on about.
Yep.
He may not have liked Star Wars, but that was not the driving thing. It was the commercialization he saw that he was commenting on.
The funniest scene
How
was
Anti-Trekker missed that.
I'm sorry. I was going to say the favorite scene in Spaceballs was about commercializing it. The pre-release release. What's happening now is now.
Yeah.
When will then be then? Now, soon. And like that was totally
Yeah.
When will then be now? Soon. I love it.
I think Spaceballs needs to go on the list. Bird.
On what list?
On a permanent list.
Permanent not watch list?
No. Have to do it every once in a while. This.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like every 6 months or something like that.
They didn't just make fun of. They made fun of Star Trek with the transporter scene. They made fun of Planet of the Apes at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more than.
Yeah.
Even though it was like heavily Star Wars, it wasn't 100% Star Wars. I agree with Mr. Londell.
Yeah.
And it was a great movie.
I think there was a little bit of Indiana Jones in there too.
A little
if I
bit.
remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning, Val.
He was.
Go ahead.
He
Mr.
was
Warren.
parodying that whole franchise mentality that movies were taking on.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Comb the desert. Even the
And the
stupid
two
jokes
black
were
guys had
funny.
the Afro pick. Yeah.
We ain't found.
One of those guys was Tim Russ.
Yep.
That's correct.
Who would have thought? Tuvok's early start.
Oh, and then Aliens too, right? Aliens
He
at
was
the
the
end.
guy that's. Yeah, he
Almost
was the
forgot
guy
about
that
that.
said we ain't found shit.
Yeah, we ain't found schmack. Oh yeah.
Thank you for saying it, Kronos. Speaking of the Wizard of Oz, how about having that one day? That'll guarantee that Bert will fall asleep.
How about not?
How about the? Wait a second. On that note, there was an original Oz. Do you guys remember that? There was not the normal Wizard of Oz that everybody remembers, but there was another one I remember watching a long time ago that was actually half interesting.
So
Tin
why are
Man.
Huh? It was the one where you had to like.
It was called Tin. It was called Tin Man. Sci-Fi Channel did it. It was a mini series. It was kind of based on the Wizard of Oz.
No. I was 6 years old when I watched this. It's no way Sci-Fi did it. It was. She had to pick. It was almost like Indiana Jones, where she was in a room where she had to grab one thing amongst a lot of things. Kind of like that Indiana Jones in the
Alice
wooden
in
cup.
Wonderland?
No. It was
that's
Oz.
what that
It had
sounds
some-
like.
Was it Alice in Wonderland? I thought it was some kind of Wizard of Oz related movie. It was old movie. Yeah, I can't. All I remember is that one
Maybe
scene.
you're thinking of 3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah. That my bad. Sorry, you're right. Whoops. Yeah, how did I forget that? I'll have to look it up though.
Well, Vile Mike is saying return to Oz. He said that. And
Yeah,
take care, Sternmore.
Maybe that's what it was. Return to Oz, because it was creepy. It had like a dark. It was like Wizard of Oz on frickin' Haunted Mansion, Twilight Zone stuff. Return to Oz. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. Oh, totally. That's exactly what it was. That must have been after. That was after the original, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why are you opposed to Wizard of Oz, Bird? It's older than 10 years.
I never found it that interesting, and I probably would fall asleep. Frankly, I think it's just a boring movie.
Then I'm guessing that Grease wouldn't be on your list either.
I would put Grease before Wizard of Oz, I tell you that. But no, I wouldn't be on my list for some time.
2025.
What about Little Shop of
Probably
Horrors?
need to stay away
Little
from.
Shop of Horrors actually almost made my list today. It's
Oh, really?
certainly one I would put on it. The only problem with Little Shop of Horrors is I watched it like 4 months ago on my
really?
own.
Are we
I
talking
was
about the
surprised how
original
well it
or
did.
that damn musical?
Huh?
Are we talking about the original or that damn musical they did?
Oh,
the
musical
original.
was Rick Moranis.
Yeah, Rick Moranis.
I
Wait a
didn't
second,
know
that's
that
not
there
the
was a
original?
That's the musical.
Well, what?
No, the original was done by Roger Corman back in like late 50s or 60s.
Wow, you're
I'm
blowing my
gonna have
mind
to
right
find
now.
a copy and I'm gonna have to find a copy and groovy movie it so y'all can learn some shit.
Thank you.
I'm dealing with kids. I keep forgetting it.
was the flower called the Audrey 2?
It's been
if
some
it
years
wasn't
since I've
Audrey
seen
2,
it.
it's not Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, it is Little Shop of Horrors. I know what I'm talking about, Bird. Look it up. If you think I don't know, Google it.
Okay, I'll Google it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Little Shop of Horrors, Roger Corman. Okay, it's Roger Corman did the original movie.
Got Bill Murray in it, for God's sakes. Oh, wait. So this one's 1986. And you said there's another one in the 50s?
86 would have been
Yeah,
the musical.
like yeah.
Like, there's also the Wiz that Bird could do. I don't think the Wiz would be on his list either.
No, it
Oh,
wouldn't.
no joke. Wow, you're right.
Booyah!
But it doesn't. I don't know if it's a cult or something because it doesn't even come back. It doesn't even come up unless you type in an additional word like original or 19. Well, mine came up as 1960.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
So you'll have to let us know when that's going to be on Groovy Movies because I'd like to see that myself.
Yeah.
It's got the dentist
I
too,
can
so they're
find a clip.
similar.
Yeah. Nicholson played. He was the dental patient in the original.
And LDG, Mike is asking, how do you not have a killer hangover?
You know what? Honestly, don't know. Like I said, when I woke up this morning, I bionic liver. I felt bad. Well, I woke up 8 a.m., made sure everybody was okay, and then pretty much just went back to sleep for a couple hours. Got up, and I'm good to go. Just needed some good sleep. But you know what? As much as funny as I sounded last night, I believe DJ was drinking a whole lot more than me, even though he was holding it better.
Now, according to you, you had drank bottles of whatever.
Bottles.
Yes.
I'm actually surprised.
Not a bottle, bottles.
How closely the plant looks between the two movies.
Oh yeah.
Even for a 1960 film.
It's basically the same plant. Yeah, it's based. The musical is basically redoing of the original. Except
I had no idea that it was
it's
something other than a musical.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, you guys need course in movies. I see that right now.
Is it just me, or does he actually almost look like Rick Moranis?
That's probably
The original guy.
Or maybe I'm seeing this wrong.
Next thing Miss Londell's going to tell me is that there was a Star Trek before 2009.
There were several before 2009, and they were much better than that bad robot Schlockfest.
I didn't know they made anything after. I didn't know they made anything in the 2000s, particularly movies.
No, Thomas. I am quite sober. I'm
Just
quite
what
sober.
a drunk person would say.
I did love how AT was like, "Did he pass out? Where is he?" Because when he cuts over, I'm not even behind. I'm not even behind. I went, I had to, take my dog out, go have a cigarette real quick. He's like, "Did he pass out? Is he gone? What the heck?" Oh, that was hilarious. I'm glad though, because I was afraid to see some kind of slow motion vid of me saying something stupid, and I'm just glad I didn't see that at least. That's okay.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, I can imagine.
And it's coming.
I can imagine. Thank you all. And the funniest thing is when I was watching this, it's funny how you don't hear your own voice when you're drunk. Like I don't remember sounding like that. But there's the proof. What the hell? God.
I haven't gotten that drunk since I left Germany.
Uh-oh. Whew.
That's been a few years ago, hasn't it?
That's been back in the 80s. So
a few years, yes.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves at my expense, because that's not going to happen for a while again.
Yes, Thomas Potts, DJ was shirtless at one point.
Purple wolf while pissed on rainbow unicorn. Oh.
What was creepy, Kronos? DJ being shirtless? I'd agree. And number one sci-fi is back. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
For the most part, it's a tad low, just a little low. If you volume it up, maybe.
Okay, hold up.
There we go. Perfect.
There.
Huh?
There.
Perfect.
Oh, it's already okay?
Yeah.
No, okay, too loud. Little
Yeah,
bit
that's
loud.
good right there.
Or I might just still be a little hangover. You might be just fine.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me
Perfect.
now?
There we go. Absolute good.
Yeah, I don't know why it acts up.
Hearing a little bit of background noise, but
A little bit of AC in the background.
yeah.
Just a
How
little
about
bit.
now?
And
Can
Vinyl
you hear
Mike,
me now?
that's
Can hear you.
TMI.
Can
Don't
you hear me now? As they say it on that Verizon commercial, right?
Oh, hey, Bird, are you there?
He's
Probably
muted,
sleep.
so
I'm here.
I know you're there. I just didn't know if you were busy. Sorry. Hey, just had a quick question for you. When we watch the crap, what do you call it? The cinema room,
Saturday. Yes.
right?
Yes.
When we're in the cinema room, that's not a shared play function, is it? Like if I pause it, it's just pausing it for me to come right back, or is it pausing you?
It shouldn't. You should not be able to pause it. Period. I mean, you hit pause. It should pause like a second and then start again because it realized you don't have permission to pause it.
But it's not pausing it for you. Okay, I did see that because I was thinking, I'm like, I gotta go. Let me pause this real quick, and I'll come back to it. And I thought I was pausing yours because it would play a second later, and I'm like,
Right?
oh,
No,
crap.
I don't
crap.
do it. I mean, I'm the only one who has permission to pause it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
So
you can't pause it. I mean, it pauses for a second until it realizes you don't have permission, and then it just starts playing again.
Gotcha, but that's
You're
not
not
interrupting
affecting
you.
anyone
Okay.
else, though, but
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. I was freaking out for a second. I'm like, hope he's not pissed off at me. I didn't know
No,
my bad.
I didn't even know it happened, obviously. But I've been in rooms where, when I was first learning it, I tried it myself to see what happened, and I realized I thought it paused it, then it didn't pause it.
Okay.
Unpaused. So
Good stuff.
yeah.
Good stuff. Okay. Good.
So, any other movie jewels to talk about, Mr. Londell?
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I'm interested in that Vampire Over London. That's one of the classics, or like classics, right?
Not really.
That face looks so familiar.
It's more about that guy than anything.
Oh, okay.
As to why I decided to show it today.
What's his name?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up.
Like and go ahead. Yeah, everybody, leave a like if you do. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to hearing that TOS review when it's out. Wow. Sorry to interrupt everyone. I just wanted to make sure that
take care, Lyle. Sorry, Captain.
No problem.
Oh yeah, okay. So that is Bela Lugosi. Okay, that's what I figured.
Yep.
Yes, that
Bela Lugosi, the man,
mm-hmm.
the man that brought Dracula to life,
mm-hmm.
not only on screen but on stage.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
So,
awesome.
What would you say is a hidden jewel that you've not yet been able to show, Mr. Londell?
Probably Fantastic Island.
Sounds fantastic. Let me look that one up.
It's based on a it's based on a Jules Verne type of a story. It's kind of based on some of Jules Verne's work.
Cool.
I don't even know if I can find a copy of it.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
would
you
love
could if
to.
yeah.
How come I keep getting Daffy Duck? I
Yes.
keep getting Daffy Duck up.
Number one.
I thought someone sneezed. I said, bless you.
Oh, yes.
That was me. Sorry, I thought I was far away enough. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Londell, I can't seem to pull it up. Fantastic Island, right? That's just Fantastic Island.
Yeah.
What are we talking? 19. I'm going to have to narrow it down, it looks like, because I'm getting too much Daffy Duck's Fantastic Island right now. 60 something, 50 something.
Yeah, 60s.
Okay, I found it.
Most of the movies they're like 50s into the 60s. Most of what I post. So that was kind of like late 50s, early 60s when it came out.
Now it's not Fantasy Island, is it? Or Fantastic Island.
No, Fantastic Island.
And have you looked for a copy?
No, it's on the list. I'll have to search. I should be searching like a madman since all the free time I have, but
Yeah, you'll end up going, hey, why didn't I search for this when I had time? And what's going on, Bird? Anything going on there?
Sorry, just sorting a bunch of emails that came in, or as I hadn't checked the emails in a couple of days. No, nothing much going on. I'll be dropping off to listen in a few minutes.
Okay. Would you mind taking control for a couple minutes?
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I can't do anything, but I'll take control.
Yeah, you just do the talking. Keep him under control.
If I need help, I'll pull in my cousin Ozzy.
Mr. Lundell, did you say that was a I'm sorry.
Wow.
Jules
It's
Verne?
not even gone a minute. I'm kidding.
It's based on Jules Verne because one of the characters in the movie is Captain Nemo. So it's based on Jules Verne's work.
Okay, I think because when I'm looking up Wiki right now, it's saying that it's called Mysterious Island. Loosely based upon the 1874 novel The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne. A 1961, 1961 film.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries.
My bad. Okay. I was thinking that was the book. And it is a Jules Verne novel. So okay. The brain is the first
cover,
to go, people. So,
the cover looks interesting.
Yeah.
We got a guy hanging from looks like a hot air balloon. Looks like we got some weird trident people and chicks half dressed on the floor.
I think
tattered clothing
should be more widely used, except not just for ocean people. Land people should have tridents too.
Well, a fork, isn't that just an improved trident?
It's more
So
like a
it's
miniaturized trident.
so is that so are those steals from the movie
No, this
you're
is the
looking
cover.
at?
This is an animated. If you
Oh,
wiki Mysterious Island 1961, you can see what I'm looking at. It looks like a animation. It's a drawing,
okay.
and it just has like a hot air balloon. It says a world beyond imagination, adventure beyond belief, and it looks like it has Michael Craig.
Okay, well,
And it just shows an island in the background.
I can't remember who was in. I can't remember who was in the movie, but
Yeah, I'll copy and paste a little
what
bit
it
of
is, you
information.
have these. Yeah, okay. I might as well give you some of the plot. You have these Confederate soldiers in a Union prison camp, and they plan to escape. And the way they escape is using a balloon. And it's a storm the night that they escape, and they're blown off course. They get caught in the storm. They're out 3, 4, 5 days blown out, and they end up crash landing on this island. And
Cuba?
everything on the island is bigger than it should be. They fight a great big bird, and they fight a great big crab.
Giant crab.
And
Yep.
it's a giant crab. Then they fight a giant. It's like it's a giant bird, and it's
Do they
using
find
the old
the
stop
women?
motion. No, the woman is with them.
Oh, and
They
there's no
take
women on the
you have
island.
to
No
no.
women on the island.
It's just these ex POWs and a couple of hostages they take. One is a Union soldier, and the other is a woman.
It looks like along
it's-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But see, there's a movie too, and I'll have to find that movie and show it one day.
Absolutely.
I know it's out there. I just have to look really, really hard.
Oh, it's definitely marked as a science fiction adventure film. Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It says prisoners in the American Civil War who escape in a balloon. Yeah, absolutely cool. Sounds great.
What's the name of the movie again?
Mysterious Island.
Mysterious Island.
1961.
Yeah. And I think the special effects were done by Ray Harryhausen. And for a long time, he was the special effects genius in Hollywood with stop motion animation. He was for years, he was the guy. And if you see like the special effects in that movie or one of the Sinbad movies, when they're fighting dragons or whatever that thing was with all the arms in Indian mythology, those were the ultimate special effects. I mean, they even hold up today.
You're talking about Ray Harry? Am I saying it right? Ray Harryhausen?
Ray Harryhausen.
I don't
These guys-
see Jeff. Sorry.
These guys did the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad and the Three Worlds of Gulliver. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you not find it, Bird?
I wasn't looking.
Okay.
I took a mental note, Mysterious Island, but I wasn't looking right now. I already have too many tabs open already. Have to clear some of them out.
In how many browsers?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 browsers. are
4
currently
browsers.
open.
Probably
Wait
minimum
a
of
second.
30 tabs each.
Wait a second. What's the fourth one? I mean, even I use all three, but which one is the fourth one?
Slim Jet.
Okay, I have to look that one up.
It's
Never heard of it.
It's a Chromium-based browser, but basically it's a very old version and the only thing I can run on it is a local link to my security camera server because they never updated it to run right on modern Chrome. So I can't go to external pages with it. I can only use it for within my own network browsing.
Well, that sounds like fun.
They have software that goes outside the browser, but it uses like 3 times as many resources.
Yeah.
I was like, F it, I'll just keep an old version of the browser just for this. One day I'll have to replace the cameras with something more modern, but not today. Has anyone played the StarCraft remastered? I mean, I know it's old.
I will be getting it. But no, I did not play it yet.
I was on the page debating whether I should get it or not.
If you do, you'll be playing with me, sir. I love StarCraft.
I haven't
Excellent
played
game.
it so long.
The damn build tree in that game is so fucking complicated.
Well,
you know, I'm a command and conquer guy. You plop a building down, and you can start making shit.
It's certainly not simple, but to me, it seems vastly simpler in StarCraft than most modern games. Like, what was that war game that what's his face was always playing? Oh man, I can't believe I forgot. No, he's
Warhammer?
Went into the military. Remember him? The young guy here who was doing. He was also doing his stuff from school. Yeah, and he did. He was up in like Nebraska or somewhere.
Yeah.
I think with a D.
Yeah, I'm trying
starting
to remember
with
his
an.
name.
Oh man, if he ever sees this.
Well, I'm bad on names anyway.
Yeah, I'm always so bad on names.
Anyway.
It's not Darren. Obviously, Darren is Darren. Son of a bitch. I hope he's okay. I know he went into the military, so I'm guessing he just might not be able to
Yeah, what you'll do is
I'll go back to an old video because it was always on.
Yeah. And then look up his see if he's
You guys are maybe Mr. Lundell might have been there, but a year ago he would have been just as common as any of you other guys on this stream. But he went to boot camp and he did 1 or 2 videos post boot camp, but that was been it.
Yeah, I was so shocked that he was so young.
Yeah, he always sounded older, and then he was like, I'm just graduating high school. I was like, oh crap. Anyway, he played a war game that I was like, if I looked at it, I was like, I couldn't even conceive of how complicated that build tree was. And he knew every little thing. He's like, oh, you need this for this and this. And I'm like, oh my God. Make StarCraft look like just a single branch. Okay.
StarCraft 2 got a little out of hand, but original StarCraft was great.
I can't believe I forgot this guy's name.
Doug?
Yeah, it'll come when I stop thinking.
Exactly.
Shame on you, bird.
I feel terrible.
Why? You haven't talked to him in a while, so it's not like it's AT.
No, but still, I mean, if for whatever reason, Captain Track or #1 Sci-Fi, you guys said, "Oh, I'm going to Bolivia for a year. I won't have internet." I'd hope I'd still remember who you were in 6 months.
I doubt it, but hey.
LPG, you're still fairly new, so I'd forget you fairly quickly. But
Well, it depends on how
that
memorable.
guy who said the Picard anime, yeah.
I can say it would depend on how memorable his drunk stream was last night.
Mr. Lundell's been here since as long as this other guy, so. Plus, with Mr. Lundell's groovy movies, how do you forget that? Definitely had a D. Can I just see who I'm subscribed to with D's? YouTube list subscriptions. Hi, Sassy. Manage your subscriptions.
Did you ever call him on your cell phone?
Darth Kilhoun. Thank you so much, Thomas. Darth Kilhoun.
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember him.
Very good, Thomas.
I was talking to a Darth
Holy
something
shit,
yesterday.
Something happened.
What's going on up there?
I don't know. Wait. Oh, it's the camera has digital. Never mind. I thought there was debris all over the street. The camera is going nuts. You see, I said my camera, and it's. I got to reboot it. There it goes. It all cleared up. There was a bunch of digital artifacting.
But I heard noise.
Yeah, well, 2 cars passed. I thought there was a big
Traffic.
I thought there was a bunch of debris in the street, but it turned out to just be digital artifacts on the camera. Darth Kilhoun, yes, Darth Kilhoun. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Better write that down.
Well, I knew it started with a D, so yeah, I can see it. They're in my subscribed list still. I'm still subscribed, so I guess they just haven't put anything out in a while. I wish I don't have any other way. Oh, he has 99 subscribers. Last thing he put out was 3 months ago.
Well, why don't you throw his link in there and he'll get a few more subscribers?
Yeah, maybe if he gets a couple more subscribers, he'll come back to YouTube. Put the link in. R. Kill. Thank you, Captain Trek. Jeff Franklin says, "Bird of Prey, today is a good day to die."
No.
And Mamo Prey disagrees. And Jeff Franklin,
But the day is not yet
forgettable. No, Jeff Franklin, you're not forgettable.
No, but I might still call him Ben Franklin.
I'll be right back.
Mamo Prey's gonna say that. She only has room for one Franklin.
Oh, you know whose name I couldn't remember yesterday?
Whose name?
I'm really going to be embarrassed with.
Anti-tracker?
No, I wouldn't be embarrassed if I forgot his name. Bill Gates.
He was just the Microsoft guy.
Yeah, he was talking, and on TV, and I knew who he was. I knew he was Microsoft. I could not think of his name, and I'm saying, "Oh, I'm getting old. This is not good."
Maybe if he was a little richer.
No, he's rich enough. That I know. I knew all about him. I knew everything but his name. It took me a half hour, but I got it.
Yeah, Bert, why don't you clip that segment out? About not caring if she didn't remember Anti-Trucker's name. Send that one to him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thomas says he's forgettable. Just ask Anti-Tracker. Well, Thomas, it's just because your name was spelled wrong for a year. That doesn't mean you're forgettable.
How was it spelled wrong before?
It just means that you're not important enough to have your names spelled correctly. Anti-Tracker was spelling his name as with, I think, 2 O's and 1 T.
Thomas Poots. Oh my goodness.
Could be worse.
Jeff, why don't you come on and talk to us?
Don't read it out
I'm
loud.
not
Just tell
going
me,
to.
can you read the phone number that's circled on that? See, my eyes are also going. I need him to
Yes.
read something.
Yes, I can. It's quite easy to read. Do you want me to read it to you and mute the microphone?
No,
That'd
I
be a good
don't
idea.
need it now. I just want to make sure somebody can read it.
Yes.
Okay. It's a number your sister sent me
Needs. Yes, in case of
in
something.
case of something.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now you're talking. Did not mean that.
Thomas's Bird of Prey in his birthday stream. He did. DJ Wesley. Oh, it's happy birthday, Thomas Potts today.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Thomas Potts.
Oh, yeah.
Happy
Now
birthday,
we all.
Thomas
Now I
Potts.
feel bad too.
Oh, I know.
Now we all have to sing in unison. You ready?
Okay. Let's
No, we
go.
don't.
Everybody in.
We're in.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Thomas Potts. Happy birthday to you. Sorry, Thomas. He says, please don't sing. Too late. Too late. And Sassy asks,
Okay, just for the record, Thomas, I did not participate.
because you're going to do it solo? I guess.
No,
Lord.
I'm not going to embarrass myself like
Lord.
that.
Oh, Lord.
Jeff says, why the hell would I come on stream? You come on stream quite often, Jeff Franklin. Every time you come on, you do a good job. You sound excellent. You have a great voice.
See, and I've tried to convince him to start his own YouTube channel.
He should. I mean, Jeff, I'll be completely honest. I'm not doing this to make you feel good like I would to Captain Track or LDG. But no, you actually have a very good voice.
Exactly.
When it comes to this type of stuff. A lot like Yosef. I would listen, to a lot more coming from you than I would these other guys. It wouldn't have to be nearly as interesting to keep me captive and listening.
That is not true.
That's 100% not true, Jeff Franklin. Everybody thinks their voice is crap.
I think Barry insulted us.
See, Miss Lundell's got a good voice, and
Yeah,
I have probably a good voice, but the rest of the guys in this chat, not so much.
Well,
Until Jeff comes in, I'm still in the number 2 spot.
yeah, I've had surgery, so I have an excuse for not having a great voice.
Oh,
Yes,
and
you
if
do.
Aussie Prey comes in, then you guys drop to number 3.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to get Yosef to do videos.
I should just send Yosef my scripts and have him write it out, then put it into my videos.
I wonder if he would.
I really need a woman to do it. That would get the most.
He would probably try to.
Well, I'll get
Yosef would probably try to use the accent.
Get TJ's new girlfriend, Simone Bailey, to do it for you.
Well, Simone's got her own channel. She's not gonna waste time. I think Yosef would do streams as long as someone else starts them.
Well, you could
Yeah, just have him as a co-host then, right?
exactly have him as a co-host, and then he should be more than happy.
Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, your strength is in your comedic abilities and timing. Thank you. But that's kind of like saying
what
your
comedic
strength is
ability?
your personality,
Yeah,
which
what
is like
comedic
saying you're
abilities?
ugly as F.
Yeah, I mean, if you think Bird's funny, man, you got a twisted mind.
We're all
Ooh.
twisted. We are all twisted. So
Yeah.
It's like when a single girl comes to you and says, are you dating anyone? And you're like, no. And then she's like, you should look and date my friend. And it's like, oh, son of a, she's a great personality. Like, no, get away from me. I guess that never happened to you guys. Okay, fine.
no, it hasn't. I've had another unusual thing happen to me, but that's a long time ago.
Sassy's mad. There's traffic outside.
If it was in her sight, it's her property,
Definitely.
and nobody is allowed on her property unless they're family.
Sassy, why do you keep looking up at the ceiling? There's nothing up there.
Maybe there's a bug she sees.
I thought that the first day, but she's been doing it for like 4 days. There's certainly not a bug that's been there for 4 days.
Could there be a crack or?
Oh.
There's no crack. There's no nothing. It just looks like the ceiling. I don't.
Okay. What's going on? Squirrel. That's what it is.
A squirrel.
Have you ever seen the movie Up? You know. You know.
I don't think we have a squirrel.
You ever seen the?
I haven't seen
No.
it.
There was a line in the movie. They had these talking dogs, and just every so often one of them would go squirrel, and they'd all just freeze and look in the same direction.
Yeah, it's probably a spider or something that she sees.
Sassy, if you see a spider, eat the spider.
Or make Bird eat it.
Make Morn eat it?
Make Bird eat it.
No, I'm not going to eat no spider. And I read that email. I call bullshit. There's no way I eat 8 spiders a night.
What is she got here? Oh, be well. Oh, God. Oh, and she says be well, but I didn't see it. There's a picture of a bee and a picture of a well.
I'm not sure what you're talking
Your
about.
sister on social media has a picture of a bee next to a picture of a well. And it took me 30 seconds, which I'm sorry. It took me to figure out what the hell she was saying until I said it out loud. Cute. All right, Zach,
She's wishing you good health.
chase the squirrels out there. We're gonna go chase squirrels.
So has
Yeah, Sassy will watch me run.
has Sassy calmed down any?
Not really. She was up at 4 or 5 a.m. this morning. Not a lot before 5 a.m., but before 5 a.m.
So what? You're gonna have to get her laid?
I think we just gotta wait it out.
Well, we already know Mama Price said no puppies, so yeah, no getting her laid.
And I just got the notification for Mr. Londell, and they're 29 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I got my ticket.
And let's see here. I'll check my.
You know, that would be cool, right? If they let you do some kind of interaction, Mr. Londell, like the stream won't start unless you do the ticket emoji and then for people you put your ticket in and stuff like that. Make it a little interactive there.
Yeah.
And of course, it hasn't shown up for me yet. So hey, I'll get it eventually.
You know what I found out, okay, and I understand how this works because when I was making the website for Disney's event every year, we had a problem with notifications when you have, and what the side effect was cell phones, because if you have your YouTube app on your cell phone, and sometimes the cell phone would get the notification, but because of the lag delay, your browser wouldn't. It would think you already got the notification, so you wouldn't get it on the thing that you were paying attention to, the browser. Or if you had multiple browsers open, it confuses the algorithm that says whether or not you got the notification. So yeah, if you're not using your phone app, just shut off YouTube on your phone. That might help if you're trying to pay attention to your browser, vice versa.
Yeah, and I didn't have anything. Well, I had one extra YouTube tab open, and I'd already closed the others earlier. So I don't know what's going on.
I gotta drop out, guys. I'll be listening.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us, Bird.
See you guys later. Thanks.
See you later.
All righty,
Good day.
Bird. Have a good one.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Battle of the Worlds in 26 minutes, and then I believe that'll be enough time for Spaceballs. I believe.
I believe so.
It was funny. It took me years to get the Colonel Sanders joke in that movie. I didn't get that joke at first. Of course, I was like 8 years old when I saw the movie, but then it finally one day it hit me. KFC. Oh my! Like hit me in the side of the back of the head. Like, oh, okay, I get it now. Because he's like, prepare ship, prepare ship. Like I never got it. I don't know why. He sounds like a chicken. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So what else is going on today? Anything else?
Just a lot of recovery over here. Not much going on. Saturdays are a little slow for me as far as people are concerned. I only have really one client that's doing anything today. Even with everything going on. So today's a little slow day for me.
Yeah, same here.
Couple home errands I gotta do.
If I can get, I may see if I can get Dark Rain to work on my computer once again.
Dark Rain? Is that a game?
Yeah.
not ringing a bell. Let me look that up.
It's an old Activision.
It was a movie too.
REIGN, not RAIN.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is like a StarCraft game, somewhat. One of those build them up unit.
Yeah.
Art,
Well, it's more akin. Yeah, it's more akin to Command and Conquer.
Yeah, CNC.
I think.
Gotcha. To be honest, I always put those in the same category when I was young. They're all the same to me. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's more CNC involved. Yeah, I'm feeling that here. I mean, I remember back in the day when we thought these graphics were like top freaking notch. You know?
Yeah.
Like this was like the closest thing to virtual reality that there was at the time.
And so you're the next one you're watching is Battle of the Worlds. Is that correct, Mr. Londell?
That's the
First one.
let me see. Battle. Yeah, that's the first one. Battle of the Worlds.
All right.
Is the Lugosi one, is that today or is that scheduled for tomorrow? I keep getting confused.
It's today.
Okay, yeah, that is today. Okay, that's the 5:31 Vampire over London. And then tomorrow we have another Heck Ramsey, which you're getting me warmed up to that. I'm enjoying. You played a couple before. I was quite enjoyed it.
And that's what about 44 minutes from now.
No, that's like 15
No, I'm
minutes
talking
from now.
I'm 23 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, 20.
Mhm.
Yep. 23 minutes. Yeah.
And I'll make sure
Yep.
we're off before then because I want to go ahead and drop the link.
You know that guy from that Captain Kidd show? I swear he looked like he was related to John Candy.
Oh, Charles Lofton,
Mm-hmm.
the fat guy.
Yeah. Doesn't he? Doesn't he have like that? I'm not trying to make it sound bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he looks like he's related almost. Maybe he is his great grandfather. I don't know.
You know, come to think of it, Lofton does kind of look like John Candy. So,
got the cheeks. He's
even
got
though even though Lofton, he died years before John Candy had a career. So,
oh, yeah. But isn't that the case? A lot of people get more famous after they die. It's horrible.
That's true. And what's going on today, Jeff Franklin? I don't know, to be quite honest. Other than I'm going to be watching movies. That's about all I know.
It is movie day. We got some good ones lined up, though.
Absolutely.
We got some good ones lined up.
I'll be watching this one on Mr. Londell's stream. Then I'll be going over to Bird of Prey 5's stream. And then I'll be going over to Loki's Morning with Mischief stream and watching Superman. The original.
oh, Loki's doing Superman.
Yes,
Damn.
Yeah, and I'll be on that. I'll be a part of that.
I haven't seen the original Superman in.
Yeah,
This is the Christopher Reeve, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I hadn't seen those movies in years. And see, whatever, I think, who is it? Warner Brothers with the DC license. They need to watch that movie and pay attention, because you make Clark Kent a farm boy from Iowa that's slightly Republican, you'll have Superman. But they're not going to do that.
No. And of course, he'll have to be, ultra liberal Democrat.
Bisexual with a spike through his nose and bitching about his daddy for no reason at all.
What do you mean bisexual? He'll have to be gay.
Yeah, true.
He'll have Lois Lane on the side just because, he wants to keep
Right.
up appearances.
Yeah.
Superman will be out of the closet, but Clark Kent will still be in the closet.
Literally, right?
Exactly. It's like, I can just imagine them doing something that stupid. And of course, because it would be woke, it would be better.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm
Hell, the studios, the movie studios just don't realize it, but they're going broke listening to these buttheads.
I know they are. They have no idea. They have no idea what real people want because they will not listen.
Well, see, the problem is, once upon a time, movie studios they were started by people from vaudeville who understood entertainment.
Yes.
Then they became powerful and by people who understood the movie industry. Now,
Yes.
the movie industry is not being run by people that understand movies. It's being run by lawyers. See, you look at any television, any network, any movie studio, everybody there has a law degree. Okay. Show me one person that knows how to make a film that's actually running as an actual studio head. Like what is it?
It was one thing when they had
MG.
It was one thing when they had law shows on, like Law and Order, things like that, where they had to have lawyers as consultants, so that they actually had a reliable script, so it didn't sound like total bullshit. Now you've got lawyers involved in things that they don't belong in.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, you also have focus groups, which you find
the focus group part of it. The focus group part is actually a good thing.
It can be a good thing.
Believe it or not, if it wasn't for a focus group, we never would have had Gilligan's Island.
True.
Believe it or not, because the CBS was not sold on that project, and to shut up Sherwood Schwartz, they set up a focus group and let him film a pilot. They showed it to the group. The people loved it, and they probably to this day don't understand why.
No,
but that's what gave them the foot in the door to make Gilligan's Island.
The problem that
classic popular television show even to this day.
Exactly. The problem I have with focus groups is it can be too easy to skew the group. You can weed out the people you don't want their opinion on and keep the group you do want.
Yeah, Yeah, well, that's
But
how.
when you
That's why
do
you're supposed to
that,
do it a certain way.
You shoot yourself in the foot when you do that.
Yeah.
I know. But I can remember when I was in a group one time where we were trying these different soft drinks, and I preferred this one, and of course, I could tell others were preferred another one. Well, I was one of the people that was let go, and I loved the drink that they made. Well, the one I had that I liked. The other one tasted like New Coke. Ugh. That was gross, by the way. If anyone has never got to taste New Coke when Coca-Cola Classic was Coke, it was gross. It was flat Pepsi, is what it tasted like. And
I remember those days. Okay. And you're
And-
right. It didn't taste like Coke.
no, it didn't. And so that was one of the drinks. I am absolutely certain. That was one of the drinks I had. And I didn't like it. I was one of them that was, thank you for your time, and I left. And they paid me my whatever $5 or whatever it was. And so I said, "Hey, can I have a couple extra cans of this one that I had that I liked?" Sure. So I got a couple cans. I went home. I, made it last a couple days, and never had it again because they didn't make that. But it was good. It didn't taste like Coke, but it didn't taste like New Coke either. Oh, that stuff was vile. In fact, I remember I went on a float trip in. This is back in high school, and so what I did was I went into a camping store where they had soft drinks, and so all of a sudden I see Coke, and it's like, whoa, that's Coke, real Coke. So I got a can, and everybody else in the group, they saw it. It's like, oh yeah, gotta have some Coke. We bought him out of Coke. The guy had no idea. No idea. And trust me, that was the last can of Coke I actually had. I'm talking real Coke. That's a classic, because that classic Coke is still not real Coke, by the way. It tastes similar, but it's not the same. But that's just my rant going on.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
LDG, I'm gonna cut it short.
Thank you.
I got
how
12
long until
minutes.
12 minutes
And
until
I got
the
a
movie starts?
Gelosia.
And everyone, please switch over to Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies to watch the movie in just 12 minutes. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and you all have a great day, and I'll see you at Mr. Lundell's.
Take care, everybody. Have fun.
Alrighty.